I'm a guest in the Buddhist House Frohnau in Berlin and talk to Mr. Tissa Weeraratna. He is the today's caretaker of the Buddhist House and nephew of Tissa Weeraratna, the founder. Mr. Weeraratna, I would like to talk to you about two topics. First, what is the meaning of the Buddhist House today? And I would like to talk to you about your heart project, Solar Technology for the Water from Air Generation in Poor Countries. I start with the Buddhist House. Can you tell something about the house and the Buddhist community?
Yes, thank you. Well, the Buddhist House is made by a person called Paul Dahlke in 1924 to 28. He built it as a temple, not as his private place, and unfortunately Dahlke passed away after building it. He built the house like you go to a departmental store and buy a suit. This is fully finished, so it's just hanging. So he finished it completely and it went through the bodies, the Third Reich, known as the Hitler's this thing, and this house was not touched. And my uncle Tissa Weeraratna came in 1952. He bought it, and in 1957 the first monks from Sri Lanka came here. So now when you ask what is the purpose of the Buddhist house, well, I must put it in a different way. 2600 odd years ago in Nepal, Siddhartha Gautama, a prince, was born, and this prince became Buddha. The name Buddha means the awakened person, but not the enlightened person. Is in Pali said Ahang Buddha. And this awakened person discovery, like Einstein discovered the fourth dimension and Newton discovered the gravity, he discovered something called dukkha, the cause for dukkha, and then how to get rid of the theoretical part and the practical part, magga. Magga means the way to get rid of dukkha. Let me explain to you something about dukkha. This word dukkha comes from Pali. It means not really suffering, but difficult to carry. The birth is difficult to carry, old age is difficult to carry, illness and death is difficult to carry. So he found a way, in spite of all these four things I mentioned, though it is difficult to carry, the mind can be cultivated through different systems which I will be also mentioning to you. Like first step in the Buddha's teachings is dana, generosity. This generosity is like a switch you put the lights on. With the generosity, human contact takes place. After the human contact has taken place, the next thing is, can I trust you? I have come to know Mr. Pera, or you have come to know me, yes, or anybody else. Next question is, can I trust you? Now the trusting of a person is dependent on good qualities of a human being. And these good qualities are very simply to refrain from killing all living beings. The next thing is not to take things that belong to other people. The third one is kamesu michachara veramasa, not to really put pressure on friendship. Not only raping a woman, this is also included, but say I like you, but you have reservations whether I am a good person or I should not put pressure on you to win your heart. Then the next thing is not to tell what is not true, and also not to take alcohol and narcotics and so on. So dana, then comes sila, which the 5 things I said, then comes bhavana. Bhavana is normally said as meditation, but the real word bhava means manifestation. See, I lighted the candles.
Yes.
The flame manifest. The flame manifest because of conditionality called sankhara. Because of oxygen, the candle fumes or gas or oil, they get together by a spark and the flame manifests. So our body and mind is also a manifestation that takes place. Mother and father comes together, and then the seed for a small baby is there. This baby becomes born, old, ill and die. Now this happens to plants also, but there are life that take place, like for instance bacteria has no mother and father. Right?
It's a special life cycle.
Yes, yes. But bacteria is our great-great-grandfather. So without the bacteria, we won't be here today. So that is already said and done. So now when you come now, I said dana, generosity, sila, ethical behavior, bhavana is meditation, you can say. The next step is sila, samadhi, panya. Sila means ethical, but little deeper. That means you keep luxuries and financial things included. We call it atasil. Then there's dasasil. Ata means 8 behavior, ethical behavior. Dasa means 10 ethical behavior. But to make it simple, and to see, so this temple, which is here, and I am here for 20 years, is to teach the people by practice.
Yes.
It has to be, you see, jogging or football or cooking is a practice. Now, winning the heart of another person is done by practicing not to kill, not to take things that belong, because it's not a thinking only, it's a behavior pattern. Now when this behavior pattern takes place, confidence takes place. So confidence is the real thing where friendship is concerned. You see, Buddha said he is not our guru or our leader, he is our Kalyana Mitra. That name is Pali, means a precious friend. So the conditions of a precious friend is that he is a good character. Without his self-interest, he gives to the society, which is called Sangha. So we have Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Then the little deeper is Sila, Samadhi, Panya. All this is done to get rid of 3 things. Lobha, dosa, moha in Pali means greed, hatred and delusion. To take these 3 things away and you live till you die. So actually there is no belief necessary in the Buddha or in yourself or any other God, because coming to know who you are is done by something called sati. This sati is called mindfulness. This mindfulness, according to the Germans, is to be careful and respectful. But according to the Buddha's teachings, mindfulness means to come to know how your body is functioning. Kaya kaya nupassati virati in Pali. Then how your feelings are, Vedana vedana nupassati virati. How the feelings are taking place in your body. Chitta pahanupassati means how the mind is coming to birth and what it does. And then mental formations. So this is, in other words, mindfulness means coming to know two components of everybody, body and mind. Now say, for instance, I hit you.
Yes.
So your name is Mr. Peter, my name is Mr. Tissa. So Mr. Tissa hit you. So there are 10-15 people who see Mr. Tissa or Mr. Peter is hitting one person. And we call this person is a bad man. The next thing is, this man Peter or Tissa is nursing, giving friendship, giving confidence. Then we call him a good man.
Oh, yeah.
So the good man and the bad man is in body and mind. Then there's another thing. This man is rich and this man is poor, is also in body and mind. This man is healthy, this man is ill, also in body and mind. And not believe, everything what we do in life is in body and mind. So this is when people come to this Buddhist house, I try to give this because I also, my uncle who bought this temple in 1952 also made a forest hermitage, which I was a part of this whole process. In 1965 up to now it's there. It's called Mitrigala Forest Hermitage. For my luck, I'm really a lucky fellow, I must tell. Though I have not studied, even I don't have the GC ordinary level, my friends know that. And I neither feel insulted or glorified to say that I am not an educated person, but I have also not read books. But I have a knowledge, a tremendous knowledge on many things like solar and all these things. So this comes from mindfulness. Even Buddha did not read books. Socrates did not read books. There are Archimedes, but they brought in knowledge by observation knowledge. So if you now, your question was, what does the Buddhist house do? Yes. I will also tell, in fact I have made lunch for you also today. I make a cup of tea, have a little piece of cake, and then discuss Dhamma. Then I also do meditation, half an hour. You have to take meditation like a knife is there to cut, but you sharpen the knife. So meditation is a sharpening tool, is not an end product, but it's a tool. So without this tool, mindfulness will not work. So this is what we do in the Buddhist house.
Yeah. Do you perform some lessons and workshops too? Or?
Yes, yeah? All the time. And my way of doing, I don't like very much programs. Because I will tell you the reason why. The present moment is a force that acts on you and me. Nobody can switch off the present moment. The grace, you know what is called a grace, a blessing or a gnade, you see in German.
Yeah.
The present moment bring that. So if you are planning too much, you will, that force, you will take it away. So I am always spontaneous. Spontaneity, yes, spontaneous. I don't have to prepare myself to do something, because I will tell you, because my library is always body and mind.
Yeah.
And every person else in the world can make their library and their knowledge in body and mind from head to toe, physics, chemistry, biology, zoology, psychology, and feeling world.
Yeah.
They are all represented spontaneously. That spontaneous knowledge has something that the other knowledges do not have, and that is, in the spontaneity, the change is taking place. All other knowledges you fix 0 and say x, epsilon, z,
yes.
or you have opinions and view and fix. Spontaneous knowledge is a wonder knowledge. In German it's a changing knowledge. This changing knowledge is reality. It's called Aniccang, Dukkhang, Anatman. The Buddha's has found everything is subject to change. Everything change and decay, everything is subject to unsatisfactoriness, dukkha, then everything is without a soul. You see, me and my world is only in memory. And there are two memories we represent, you, me, all living beings. One is the memory that goes into our brain or into the akasa dhatu. Memory is in the air, actually not in our brain. Like a television, you get the programs through the air. The radio gets through the air. So when I talk to you, it comes through the air. So the air memory, which goes through eye, nose, ear, is one memory to say my mother, my wife, my children, my key, my car. The other memory is the DNA memory, bija niyama. DNA, the cells. Every cell of us know our great-great-grandfather bacteria.
The Buddhist House is a listed building and is supported by the state of Berlin. A few days ago, the house received a donation from the Culture Minister of State. Can you tell something about
Yes,
that?
now
Bei der Entscheidung über das Denkmalpflegeprogramm National wertvolle Kulturdenkmäler 2019 konnte das Buddhistische Haus in Berlin Frohnau erneut berücksichtigen. Ich freue mich, dass mit der Förderung von bis zu 50.000 € ein wirksamer Beitrag zum langfristigen Erhalt des bedeutenden nationalen Baudenkmals in Berlin geleistet werden kann. Ich kürze das mal kurz ab. Also Sie können 50.000 € jetzt aufgeben,
Vielen
dafür,
Dank,
dass es hier
vielen
weitergeht,
Dank, ja.
hat mir die Kulturstaatsministerin mitgeteilt.
ja,
Also
danke
alles
schön.
Gute wünsche ich Ihnen.
because it is the first temple in whole of Europe almost,
Yes, I know.
this temple is being looked after as a monumental structure. So under the monumental structure, the Federal Republic of Germany gave, then a friend of mine in Sri Lanka, Firoz Omar, he gave 24,000, then another woman gave about 200,000, then I myself have given about 100, 200,000. Yes, so for the last 20 years.
Yes.
So like that, we try to keep the infrastructure functioning, as well as the people, visitors coming here, have two different things. One, there is something called cultural Buddhism, which I am not a friend of it. Then there's what is called Dhamma. So I am trying to teach Dhamma to people, and Dhamma has little and nothing to do with Buddhism. It is a subject on its own, like physics, chemistry, biology, cannot be influenced by the culture or religion.
Oh, yeah.
So Dhamma is universal. Universal means it is not subjected to area or a religion or a body and mind. But body and mind is the library for universal lokottara, you call it lokottara. You see, when you use the word lokottara, universal or supreme, mundane means worldly. Supramundane means universal.
Yeah.
In the universal, knowledge is not smart enough to penetrate the reality. Because feelings cannot be understood but can be felt. But the Lokottara knows that the feeling that we get is not one but many things together. So therefore it is not my feeling. So if I am having a taste of a cake or an apple,
Yes.
apple and my tongue must come together. If I have music or perfume or sex, the partner and must come together.
Yeah.
Now when we go to our bacteria, how does he does? He just split.
Yeah.
That's all. So there is no sex there, but he was our great-great-grandfather. There's a connection and there's no connection. Then when a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, it is not the same, it's not something else, because there's no butterfly without the caterpillar, but caterpillar is not the same as the butterfly. We are also like that.
Yeah.
We have a continuity. I will tell you, if you look at 35 millimeter films, old films, 35, 16,
Celluloid,
80,
yeah.
celluloid, yeah. Each photo is different.
Yes, of course.
When they are running, it gives a continuity. So it is like that. We are not the same, also not another. It is a continuous. So now in order to understand, we are not the same and not, you have to have what is called observation knowledge. When you observe a film, you don't see in the film this is one frame after another,
Yes.
but the reality is one frame after another. So when you reduce by meditation your thought process, then you observed knowledge is a changing knowledge. So changing knowledge cannot be described
Yes.
to a person, because while you're describing is changing, but it is a very powerful knowledge. That's why about the solar, you can ask me so many
Yes,
questions
sir.
about solar, about the air to water. Then so people have difficulty in understanding, try to understand me, because it is not in the domain of understanding. It is the feeling, and there's something called feeling and change. There's no feeling without sense organs. So sense organs have physics, chemistry, biology.
Scientific
Yes,
things.
yeah, scientific things.
Yeah.
Now, the fourth and the fifth and the sixth and the seventh dimensions, they are not logics. So if you have logics too much represented in your opinion and view, you will not be able to see things as they are. But I am prepared to help people. You can ask me the questions. So this is what we do. Then in the temple, other than Monday, we have all the time programs. Tuesdays we have a program for meditation for beginners. I do it Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then Rodrigo is doing it on Tuesday, teaching people about Buddhism.
You are not alone here. You have personnel or persons.
Yes,
that are
monk
happy?
is there.
Yeah.
Then two guys who are staying here, and about 7 people. They say friends of the Buddhist House. They do it without any funds. We don't pay them.
Yes.
Like you, generosity, you do it. But I don't like to touch money. This is because it is a man who says he has enough. He is the richest man in the world. So I belong to the richest men in the world, because enough is enough. But I see people suffering. For instance, Nestle. Take for the case of Nestle's water.
Yes.
Everybody comes and says, "Oh, Nestle is going to buy the water." So I said, "Why do you get excited? We can milk the water from the air." You see, floods. If you look at the newspapers today, India and some other places, Iran and some other places, also in the United States of America, there are floods. Floods come from the air.
Yeah.
So there is enough water in the air. So milking it is, we know milking it. For instance, if you go to a tavern, where you drink beer or having a Coca-Cola or something, if you have a ice and a Coca-Cola, there's humidity forming into vapor. So the mindfulness detects that and knows there's water in there. Then you need the gadgets necessary. Now this is what I want you to help me and also other people who listen to this talk, to get water all over the world.
Tissa, this is the second part of our talk.
Yes.
Let's go to the second part of my questions, the water from the air project. Can you tell us something about that?
Okay, now water, you see, I will tell you how I got into this water. You see, I came to Germany when I was 69 years old. I came from Mitrigala Forest Hermitage and my Royal College in Colombo. My friends know, and my friends also know I don't read books. They are the witness. Then my girlfriend is a witness that I don't read books. I can read a little, but not very much. This is very important for them to know and ask, if this guy doesn't read books, from where is this knowledge come? So I can say, look at Buddha, look at so many people who did not read, made very nice things. So now air to water, how I came to this is 1974.
It's the time of the oil crisis?
That's right, Mr. Peter. Oil crisis, there was no oil and there was Sunday forbidden, and then they came only the number plate with can be divided and not divided, can go on the autobahn and so on.
Yes.
So I was thinking, well, oil is bad, so what to do? So within after about a month or two, I just asked the question which I am used to. You see, the Buddha said all the time, use the one question, cause and effect on cause and conditioning. From where, what is the cause that there is no oil? What is the cause? There is oil. So if you have a pain, what is the cause? If you have no pain, also what is the cause? You immediately come to a satisfactory awareness. I asked this question from me. So I looked at oil, then I knew that oil is coming from the earth.
Yes.
So I asked the next question, earth, how do you manufacture the oil down there? Then I came to know oil, coal, gas, they all come from trees.
And perhaps from the sun.
The sun.
Yeah.
So I thought the sun is life starts there. There is no life without sun. So I was looking at it in 1980. I went bankrupt in Düsseldorf, right? So some of my friends came. So at that time with Siemens together, because my friend.
So Siemens is a great German company.
Yes, that's right. That's right. In Erlangen.
Okay.
Now, when I went bankrupt, my friend, Mr. Matt, Consul Matt, who for Suriname, said, let's go to Suriname because Siemens wants to build a dam for electricity.
Yeah.
So I went with him, I came back to Munich, I went twice to Erlangen. Dr. Gabler, or he was the person who was involved in the dam for hydroelectricity. While doing that, in 1980-82, I was just trying to live a life that I could manage. Solar energy came to my mind, and there was a SPD person called Dr. Scheer, small guy who speaks wonderful English.
Is also a German politician.
That's right. He's very good that you said it. He in Düsseldorf, and we went once to Frohnau for institute in Freiburg. Now we came, and then in Bamberg, I took part in Bamberg solar conference. So at that time we were talking about 3% to maximum 10% efficiency. Now yesterday or 2-3 days ago you sent me, thank you very much Mr. Peter, for the information. Now Germany is in a position to manufacture solar cells or panels, maybe 46%.
Yes.
So now I am only putting solar, air to water and hydroponic plant cultivation together. And I am trying to build a
glass house?
In a glass house, yes, to show the rest of the world wherever there is 30% more humidity up to 95%, you can make your own plants. I will tell you another thing about these plants. Say for instance 1 hectare, 10,000
100 to 100 meter is 1 hectare.
Yeah, 100 to 100 meters is 1 hectare.
Yeah.
In this hectare, for instance, we take 10,000 liters of water or 10,000 gallons of water.
Yeah.
And you can have 2 harvests
Yeah.
in a year. But if you make it a glass house, you can have 7 harvests and you need only 5% of the water that is necessary. Now look at my calculation.
Yes.
Here there are so many poor people in the world. So we can give them glass houses. We need only 5% of the water and 7 harvests
Yeah.
against 3 harvests. 5% of the water. So what we need is solar to get the power.
Yes.
Then the batteries, which are getting cheaper every day. Then liquid fertilizer. The roots doesn't have to touch this thing, and it is very clean, inside, hygienic, and transport cost is not there, so packing cost is not there. Now water, this machine is already in Germany. I thought I can show it to you today, but maybe in another week or so we can make a special program, air to water. We will calculate it with the University of Berlin. I'm trying to get a group together. So we need little funding. So we can show this costs so much. I will tell you, in Sri Lanka, there's a person called Firoz Omar. In his house, we generated 12 liters of water for 7 kilowatts.
And the cost?
7 kilowatts means when you take 1 kilowatt from the solar is 6 cents.
6 cents.
So it's about 7 cents per liter. So very cheap. So but we can do all over the world. Because now see, when I was talking to you last time, I did not know about the German new invention, 46% efficiency in solar panel.
Yeah, that's Fraunhofer Institute.
Yes, I saw. I sent to my friends also. What you sent, I sent to my friends. So that's great news. So for a small glass house, you can get the water, you can get your food, and all parts where the humidity is over 30%. So only very few places you get humidity less than 30%. So that's great news. So we stop kidney diseases, we stop packing material, we stop agricultural plantations. Almost 25% you need. When you need 100,000 hectares, you need here 25 hectares, and it is made all over. So the weather pattern, it's cold, dry, does not influence this. So this is what I really wanted to do.
Okay, and I have a question about that. How long is the life cycle of the system?
Now the air to water is about 16 years.
16 years?
16 years, air to water. That's not very expensive. That's about, I will tell you the prices also, 5,000 liters will come to $75,000 US. So 16 years.
Yes.
Then the battery is 20 years. So solar panels is about 30 years. So the solar panel, 1 watt is about 30 US cents. So 1 panel will come to about 80. It means these prices, what I am saying, I can give it to you. I am not making money, you see. And the other thing is, in any of these things, I have no commercial interest. Yes.
This is a human project for poor countries.
Poor countries, you see, also to rich. You see, the Dhamma is not for poor people, rich people also. So I wanted to tell you, if you ask the question from me, was Buddha a politician? I had to say yes and no. Now all politicians, see, if you are going to be a lawyer, if you are going to be a doctor, if you are going to be an engineer, you can't avoid a Mittler rifle. Ordinary level GEC you can't avoid. Advanced level, because those are basic knowledges. Now Buddha's knowledge, ethics, is a basic knowledge for politicians. I will tell you another thing what the Buddha did. There was a nice girl. monk wanted to go with this girl. So Buddha called him, please come here, and created another beautiful girl than this girl. Right? So that's the way he solved one of the problems.
Yeah.
Then there was a war taking place between two kings for water. He went into the middle of the battlefield and said, both kings, please come here.
Yeah.
Which is more valuable, water or blood? So why do you want to give blood away for water? So he solved that problem. Another day, a minister came and asked the Buddha, if I make a war against these people, will I win? Now normally if I was Buddha or somebody said, I am non-violent, get out. Buddha didn't do that. He asked Ananda, does the king look after his people well? He said, yes. Does the people like the king? Yes. King likes the people? Yes. Then he said, you can't win the war. We have to, it is our duty in a temple to say how to bring people together. So this is so. Solar, air to water and bamboo, it says, politician, I don't need you. This you see my point?
Yes.
You know, if you are a politician, I must come to get permission from you.
Yeah.
I have no money. But if I have solar, which is about 5,000 to 10,000, I have my lifetime power, good water and good food.
Yes.
That's
just a nice thing.
Yeah. And Mr. Peter, sometimes you can dream and it is not going to true. But what I am saying is it is existing now. So you don't have
it is existing, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Tissa, what else can the sun contribute to a climate sustainable world?
Now the climate is a recycling process as well as a boomerang process. The moral behavior, like not killing animals, is very important, because animals also, like the cars using petrol, they also from their backside they send methane gas. This affects this thing. So eating meat or lessening is good. Then ethical behavior is, for my way of saying, I'm only suggesting, anybody who can prove he has not killed, he has not taken things that belong to other people, he does not put pressure on to win friendship or to win a girlfriend, then not lying and no taking alcohol, these people should be given in the courthouse a special this thing, because contract law is more criminal than a rowdy taking your $200 or taking your wife or something like that. Contract law, lawyers get together with rich people and they screw the poor people. The poor man is hypnotized, is always saying, oh, das ist Gesetz, das ist Gesetz. There is no Gesetz, there is criminality. But he feels that it is Gesetz. So what I am asking the lawyers as well as politicians and people to say a special law, if a person come to the courthouse and say, I have not killed, I have not taken things that belong to other people, I have not put pressure, they shall be given a protection from the law. We cannot send you to jail. That should be because lawyers, though they might be good people in the beginning, they get corrupted because the shrewd people, they come and influence the lawyers to get money of another person through law. So the law is the criminal here. So they work in hand to hand. Psychiatrist to the lawyer, lawyer to the psychiatrist, they screw up the normal being. So this temple, I say this, Peter, to every time, all the time, this to people, There Sabina is now listening, even Sabina's case and many other places, I say, but it must go into the head,
into your mind, yes.
Into your mind, So I am 20 years here. I have had a lot of problems through Buddhist people, not Dhamma people. Dhamma people are intelligent and wise. Buddhist, you see, I will tell this because you can put this in the internet. Person who does not have wisdom, he still wants attraction. So how they get attraction is, one thing is metta, liebende Güte in German, or I am a kind-hearted person. It's a show. Then the other thing is, I am disciplined. So they take these two pillars to show I am a good man. But a wise man neither wants metta. See, if I am kind, you will feel that I am kind. I don't have to say that to you.
Yes,
so the metta people, they say, and nirogivetva, supatetva, means in Pali means let me be free of suffering or free of illness. If you want to be free of illness, don't say I am free of it. Eat little, keep away from alcohol, and then you have these bodhi trees that they pray. Now, Buddha's teaching is make use of cause and effect, cause and condition as a formula to solve problems. So when the monks itself go to trees and ask them to pray for the trees, that bringing, this is a misconception, superstition. So unfortunately, the Buddhist world, not only the Buddhist world, about 85% to 90% of the people believe in a grace of blessings. Now, I never ask a blessing from another person. But when I neither bless other people. Sometimes I give a hug and I say, wipe tears. I give them food. I go for a walk. I might give a head massage and give friendship. Now, people who go after God, I never had a sympathy to God because of my small days. I used to go with my mother and father to Kataragama. And once I ran, there's a curtain, picture of a God, and behind. So I thought the God is behind the curtain. So I ran as a small boy and I said, Mother, there is no God behind. So actually it's an imagination that they are praying of fear or tradition. You see, now you see, if you look at, I don't want to insult any religion, but the Old Testament is there and a New Testament is made.
A reformed.
Now the Old Testament says, this is the word of the God. That's what they say.
Maybe.
Yes. No, I am telling you. You know, they say Bible or the Quran, this is the word of the God. The word of the God cannot be wrong, no? So if it is the Old Testament is right, it should not. There should not be a New Testament. So people interpret the say, look at the 30-year war in Germany. Same people, German people, same Bible, same Christ, same God. Two different opinions. So they fought not for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 5 years, 30 years. And then the Westphalische Friede in Minden or Munster, they signed. Not because the war came to a stop, because every people were crippled. You know, and Osnabrück and so on. So we must say this to the people and to use mindfulness, not Buddhism. Mindfulness is a ability of body and mind. It's always available for you, and it will know when you are going wrong. So this is my message, you know. Any others?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tissa, I think in the near future I will hear a lot more about your project and your house. And thank you for the talk.
Thank you very much. I in fact welcome every assistance given, because as I don't run after things, I am very comfortable here. I am very happy here, but I need some funding and some help. Mr. Peter, I thank you very much.
Hopefully this video will help you.
Thank you very much. Okay, bye.
You're welcome.
Yeah.